Morning, Args.
Morning, FSG. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you. How's things?
Not too bad, not too bad. We've moved forward. We are into September, and we're tackling some more field prep.
Yeah, we've got to get a crop in the ground, haven't we? Pretty quickly. This map allows us to facilitate 2 crops this year, so that's good.
Yeah, get some winter barley planted hopefully today. But we've got the lime spreaders up and running in the field we harvested last time, and I think we might have to start off and jump into there and possibly start getting that field prepped before we do any planting.
That's right. Yeah, it doesn't need ploughing, does it? It just needs cultivating, so we should hopefully get through it relatively quickly.
We should do. I'm just wondering whether it might be quicker running the 2 ploughs than that slower Mandako and the speed till though.
Yes, I think when we've got a bit of money, maybe that Mandako goes for a second speed till, but that's a few years off yet, isn't it?
Probably is.
No,
But,
that's a good call. All right, let's do that.
Yep, alright, sounds good. Now, I did have a few people comment about why we didn't pick up the straw, and I explained that with being $2 million in debt, the dealer weren't too keen on lending us any straw. Loading wagons or anything like that, or balers.
Yes, we do not have balers, do we?
No.
And we can't get any credit to buy any more equipment.
That's right. So we had to just put it back into the field. But that's alright.
We should tell the guys as well, we've got a lime spreader. We've got a worker in the field on a lime spreader as well, spreading just ahead of us.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
All right.
We'll keep them going.
I'm going to pick a tractor and I'll see you in the field.
Alright, choose your weapon. We'll see you out there.
Sounds good.
Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Hanna, Indiana. As we've just explained, we are jumping straight into some field prep. As you can see, there is our worker running around in the spreader, getting some lime applied to the field. I've just finished their first headland, which is good timing because by the time we jump in there and start doing some work, we want to make sure that we are ploughing the lime into the ground rather than running in front of them and then having the lime go on afterwards. Of course, it'll get worked in with the seeders when we do get in here and start some planting, but that is probably going to be the best way to do it. And as you can see down in the bottom corner there, we do have the perfect pH value now, which is good. But for now, well, there we go, there's FSG's coming through. He's got the versatile out with one of the big ploughs. Now I actually might jump into the Fent because I haven't used the Fent yet. We've run the versatile in the speed till, but we might go and grab one of the Fents and give that a go.
Just checking on the hired tail bogs.
Yep, just making sure they're all up and running. They're just starting their second headland, so if we start on the outsides, they should stay in front of us.
Gotcha, sounds like a plan.
I'm going to go jump into a Fent and probably run that.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, mate. Here we are, we have got one of the Fents out, the one with the big LSWs. I know it's FSG's favourite, but here we are. We're going to give this a run with the plough on the back. Like we said, these are a little bit wider than the 2 tillage machines we have, so we think we're probably actually going to get this field done a lot faster. Even though the speed till is probably faster than these are, I reckon this might be the best way to go. Get this tackled. There we go. Looks like FSG is up and underway on that part of the field, so we'll try pull up the side. If he's setting a GPS course up, hopefully he's getting some GPS set up and share that with us in just a second. We'll get things unfolded and get that all loaded up, ready to go. Alright, there you go. We can see our lines for our GPS there, and we are running along next to where FSG's already started ploughing, so that's going to work out pretty well. The lime spreader is starting on some up and down rows, which is good. We'll go around the headlands, I guess, once, just to match that. And once we've done that, we'll be able to start going up and down the fields as well. So, I think we'll throw this into a little bit of a montage and catch you probably when we're a little bit closer to being finished. We're just coming up to the very end of the field here. FSG's already finished. We just had a single pass left that we needed to take care of. So we've gone through this pretty smoothly, pretty quickly, and got it all done. The lime is all now perfect, and we actually moved the lime spreaders over and doing the field just on the other side of the yard, because that is one of the ones we want to plant. That is ready to plant though, it is already cultivated, so we're just going to work the lime into the soil with the planter in that instance rather than going over with the cultivator, which isn't quite necessary. There we are, finished. So I'll get this all lifted up, get things folded up, head on back over to the yard, and then I think it'll be time to get hooked up to one of the air seeders, get it filled up with some seed, and go and get some crops into the ground. So we've got the air seeders and everything all hooked up to the tractors here. We've already put fertilizer into mine. We're just manoeuvring SG hopefully into the right spot to be able to load up with some fertilizer. So he needs to get this auger, this full load auger, underneath the other auger, is then drawing the fertilizer out of this bin. A little bit tricky to get aligned, but hopefully he's not too far off. Well, we've struggled through filling up the fertilizer with the auger directly into the hoppers. We're going to try and do it this way, which might be a little bit easier, we're hoping. If we can position this in the right spot, we can use the auger, dump from the back of the truck, position it a little bit better. Well, in fact, we don't even need to do that, we can dump straight into the augers from the back of the truck. So once we've got enough seed in here, I'm not even sure how much we need, 20,000 litres? Can't remember what those carts take, but we'll get this all put into here and see. In fact, this truck only looks like it's about a 20,000 litre capacity, isn't it? So we'll fill it up and then we'll go and dump as much of it as we can. Go 20,350 litres, go and see. Hopefully we can get it tipped into the air cart, and it'll make it a whole lot easier than it was trying to do it the way we were. We'll just get backed up, make sure we've only got the little grain door, not the full back tipper open, and we'll see how we go. Alright, and there we are, we've got the grain door open and seed going up into the auger. How much is it going to take? There we go, that'll leave us enough.
That's a relief, Args.
Yeah, that was a darn sight easier than doing it the way we were, that's for sure. You're all full now?
I am full up, yes.
Alright, what are we going to do? Go and do the big field here next to the yard, the one the lime spread is just finished in?
Yeah, I think so.
Put some barley into there.
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, cool. Well, I will go and get my seeder filled up and then we can go make a start.
Alright, mate. I'll move out of the way and I'll jump in the truck.
Alright. Alright, there we go. We've got our auger out. Now I'll let FSG get backed up into position there, hopefully with the car, with the truck. You can do that just right. There we are. Get some seed going up the back and into our planter as well. There we go. First hopper's full. Transfer this across. The second hopper. Dump the rest of what's in the truck, and that'll top us up perfectly. Alright, not quite full, but that will be more than enough to get the fields done, I'd expect. And certainly that was a much easier solution. We'll have to make sure we do that next time for the fertilizer as well. Around into here, this is where the lime spreader has just run around. We'll get our air seeder and everything, all the toolbar there, all unfolded. And we'll get things turned on and hopefully we'll be ready to get going. Now I'll try and set a GPS course up here as we normally would, and give something that FSG can start working from. In fact, if we just try and get across as close to the edge of the field as we can, make sure we're in roughly the right spot before we start. Careful of those power lines, about as close as we want to get to those. Alright, we'll get things turned on, lower down the toolbar there, like that, and then we'll start running along here. We've set up our A point, we're going to try and get that all sorted out as we run. We'll come along a little bit further, we'll be able to hit our B point, which is Alt E. There we are, we should now. Pretty good GPS course. We pop up Alt R and hit our lines. You can see we're running along pretty well. So we'll save that course right now, give that to FSG, and then we'll be into this planting. Set your GPS course up, field 22 seeders.
I see it there, Args. Thank you very much.
No worries. Alright, well there we are. We are up and going, and everything looks like it is going to work just fine. FSG there is getting his course set up along behind us. So I think we've had a montage in the first field. I think we might jump into a little bit of a time lapse here. I think that could be a fun way to tackle this seeding and see how we go as we work our way around this field. Not quite as big as some of the other fields, but it is probably a middle-sized field, I would imagine. So we'll see how long it takes. We've got 2 more fields we're going to try and get barley in. Whether we get it done today or whether that's a task for next time, we will wait and see how we go. But anyhow, we'll jump into that little time lapse and we'll see you very soon. These two 65-foot seeders have made short work of this field. I don't think we'd want to be working together in a field any smaller than this, or we'd barely get them unfolded and we'd be finished. So I think the 2 fields on the other side here that we worked in the first episode, just on the trees there, I think we'd split those and plant 1 each. They're both going to be barley as well, that is the plan, and then the big field we ploughed earlier. And I think the one over the road, field 31, is just a little wedge over the road. I think we might do canola in those. And that will leave a couple of fields for next year when it's time to plant some corn in. Now we do have the benefit of being able to double crop, so we can get some soybeans planted, but only in the barley fields. The harvest window for canola and soybean planting doesn't overlap, so that is the plan. That's what we're looking at doing at the moment, because obviously being able to double crop means we can potentially get a better return. But there we are. It's all done. We'll get that turned off and folded up. FSG's just coming along the last pass there. And I think we will probably go and get things packed up and wrap things up for this episode. Well, right, well, I think we're just going to leave things there. Leave the tractors all hooked up, because next time we're going to be back and doing some more planting, I think. Straight back out into the fields, at least get those other 2 barley fields planted, and possibly get the other canola sorted out. We've already sorted out field number 12, field 31. It requires a little bit of lime, and then we'll be all good to go. But there we go, all done. That went pretty well, mate.
That was super slick, wasn't it?
It's always
No
nice.
machinery issues. Oh, other than loading the air carts.
Correct.
It was great.
Yeah, much easier with the truck and being able to dump straight into those augers, is it?
It is. It is. How was the Fendt? That's the first time you've used it on this farm.
It was. It's nice. I do like it with the big wheels on it.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Yeah. I will have to get the one with the row crops or the jewels out when we get into planting some corn or something with the other planters. For this, it was perfect.
Nice. All right, so we said we're going to leave these hooked up, aren't we? Because there's the other 2 fields just behind you there that we've got for probably the next episode.
Yeah, that's right. So I was just saying we've got 20 and 21 ready to go to plant some barley in, and then the one we just ploughed today, we're going to put canola in. And then there's one more field just over the road, field 31, which is a little wedge-shaped one. I think we might plant some canola in as well.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Well, at least we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've got crops in the ground, so hopefully there's going to be some money growing out soon.
Let's hope.
It's a start. All right, mate. Well, you have a good week, and catch you back here, same time, same place next week.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, buddy. That was good fun.
All right. Take care. See ya.
See ya. Bye.
A couple of good-looking horses right there. Very different in many ways, but also very similar in the power that they can deliver and their efficiency in running the equipment we've had today. So it was very nice to get into the fence. So I like it with those big fat LSWs on it. Very comfy ride, and obviously less compaction and all of those other beautiful things that come with it. So as always, from both the Farm Sim guy, he's lurking around somewhere, and myself, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Are you good to go?
I believe so. I'm about to hit the record button.
Voices on or anything like that? Do you want to start that one again? It sounded a little bit strange. Just a little bit like you've only just woken up. I can't take you seriously doing that. Oh, take 3.